Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money. Monday, the 20th of February. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing good today and had a nice weekend. First off, let's get to late night money. 12 a.m., late night, midnight. So it'll be 11 o'clock Central, 9 on the West Coast. The late night money show is back. I'll be here all week long. I don't know, maybe, and we have conference tournaments starting up on got my little conference tournament printout here. On the 27th, we have a Sun kicks off. The 28th, we'll also have Horizon League, Patriot League, and the Sun Belt joining them. So the late night money, or as used to be look at lines for just the NFL, late night money is back starting today, and it's baseball today. We'll do some AL and NL East stuff today, some Central talk tomorrow. West Wednesday, we'll do some Cy Young stuff today and some MVP stuff maybe, either tomorrow, today, whatever. It'll be talked about because we're still a month away from the regular season, but there is that. The free picks in the chat, their free pick in there, in case you're interested. Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter. Come on over and say hello. Why wouldn't you come give me a follow? Doesn't cost you anything to give a follow button or to like the channel, stuff like that. So be part of the Win a Free Pick family. Let's go. Start off with a little recap for yesterday's action. We go 1 and 2 in the video, 169 and 160. We're down a little bit in video. We got to get on track here for college hoops. It's been a rough month. What am I going to say? 2-2 and 1 of my premiums. We are now 384 and 363. That's not going to make us money. We're down a little bit on the season. It is what it is. Win or lose, you're always going to get the truth through. I'm not going to lie. I put the plays out there that I have. They're on the sites. You see the records. Hockey, NBA, baseball, college, NFL, football, whatever the case may be. You see how we do. Today's picks. Again, the recap's fast because there's not much really going on right now. Today's action, again, posted in the chat, scrolling on Twitter. The Believe link is there. So if you're listening after in the fact, we timestamp it a little bit for you. But Oklahoma State +5, TCU -130 money line, and Pine Bluff +7 here. All college basketball today. The NHL, I mean, what am I doing here? I got a favorite of 425, a 330, a 240, 155, 160 on the road, another 185 home team with the Rangers. I'm not looking to bet those games. Please, I'm looking to make some money here in Major League Baseball down the road. We got that going on. So that's where I'll put my emphasis as opposed to huge hockey favorites. And I mentioned the Believe. If you haven't followed on any of the podcast channels, we're on Amazon, iHeartRadio, Apple, Stitcher, TuneIn, all types of places. We have a person from Portugal. So I had my first Portugal download. So 1 in Portugal, 1 in Finland, 2 in the Philippines, 3 in Colombia, 3 in Brazil. Obviously, I got to get more up on soccer. Maybe we'll get some of these, Finland, I know they like soccer over there, Portugal, Colombia, Brazil. Maybe I got to get a little more soccer to get some foreign listener here. Canada, only 33 Canucks listening. Really? All right. Whatever. Keep your maple syrup. I don't need you up there. And France, 85 Frenchmen. Thank you. I enjoy your baguettes, the bread. What am I going to say? I'm not not into frog legs, but I appreciate the French tuning in. Thank you for that. Let's go. Comment time. See how we're doing today. First one in, our guy Brandon. Good morning, Greg. Where are you? It's 11 o'clock. I know I was about a minute or two late. I apologize. Rodeo. I saw the rodeo. There's like rodeo parades over by like Brookshire. They're all over the place with the rodeo in here. Huh, Brandon? I want to go to the Roughneck game. The Roughnecks. Best bet, Steve Money Hill, my friend. I'm still so sad the best NBA All-Star weekend history is over. I roll. Yeah, NBA. But, I mean, do we really got to start with the NBA nonsense? It's ridiculous. I can't even have a little rant on the NBA. I'm just so done with the NBA. Ross wants me to do a rant every day. He's like, "Oh, you got to have a little rant today," because most time it's an NBA rant. But what am I going to keep saying about the NBA? At least it's on break this week. We don't have to talk about it. Disgraceful. I got TCU. See what you did there, Jesse. Happy Monday to you also. Brio is in the house. Money Man Higgs. What do you say, Brio? My Facebook friend. How are you today? Miz wastes no time coming in. He's all business. Let's go. Maryland Eastern Shore plus a 2 versus Morgan State. What else we got here? Maryland Eastern plus 2, Morgan State plus 6, Mississippi Valley plus 11, Norfolk Coppin over. Let's start it out here backwards. Norfolk Coppin over. I already bet this game. I bet this game myself. So, yeah, I'm down with that on you. Absolutely. Mississippi Valley, I do like the points. It was 11.5 last night. I do like Mississippi Valley. Sure. Morgan State and Howard. This one, I got to tell you, this was 3 last night, and I was like, man, I sort of like Morgan a little bit. And then it's 6.5 this morning. I couldn't pull the trigger on Morgan. I don't know why that line moved 3.5. I'm trying to figure that one out. And Eastern Shore against Central, I have, they're plus 2. Hold on a second. Let's pull up some MEAC. Maryland Eastern Shore plus 2. Wow, they were favored last night. They were a 1-point favorite last night against Central. I was going to say, I kind of like Central still. Give me Central. NC Central for me. I'm going to have to add this bet, I think. I'm going to have to add NC Central here. Best bet, Steve Money. Had a good day. I say not much on the bone today. I lean Howard heavily, but those are the games I lose. And those kids I remember became afraid and can't dribble the ball. Again, why is this line up to 6.5, T Money? I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Sign me up for some Morgan there. And that NC Central might have to add too. I mean, I got 5 games. A couple of them are here in the chat already, but Justin, what do you say? Not much. Just on to Monday. New day. We move on. 2-2 yesterday. What am I going to do in a push? Francisco's in the house. Welcome. Jesse Shule. Miles comes back, plays 35 minutes, scores 15. No way I'm stepping in front of that monster. I mean, seriously, for was that TCU or A&M? I forgot what game that was we're talking about. Baseball is back. Yes, it is. I was going over some Cy Young kind of stuff. A little Framber Valdez, 20-1. Put 300 on it. I'll take my 6 times. I'll be happy. Tate the Great. Okie State won by 7 the first game just because they had to go back to the Boondocks, West Virginia. They're now 5-point dog taking OKC. I like OK State. I'm not hating it. One in Chicago. Chicago, you're in Chicago right now, Francisco? What's going on? A Chicago listener? It doesn't break down the states for me, so I don't know that. But yeah, Tate's a great Oklahoma. I mean, you see, I got it scrolling already. Justin, don't get the pen out, but I had to play Kansas in serious revenge, a better team, but only for you. It's not terrible. You're taking Kansas. I understand. TCU obviously is a spot I'm going to play on. We see it here. Oklahoma State, TCU. I was going to put out some of the MEAC schools, but people are just going to ask about TCU and West Virginia, and I'm Duke. Obviously I kind of like Louisville. One Canuck tuning in from Thailand. Thanks, Jess. Lots of hockey props for SA Cast. Oh my goodness, here we go. Hockey props. I can't do Flyers plus a goal and a half. Let's pull up some crazy ice here. Flyers. Am I on the right day here? Oh, I'm on Tuesday. Let me go back to Monday. Flyers are in a back-to-back, just so you know, for tomorrow at least on Tuesday. So you like the Flyers plus a goal and a half. Well, I mean, they're a 240 dog, so probably taking back, what, $2 on that? Rangers first period money line. See, this is all stuff I can't get into here. Got a 152. Rangers first period against Winnipeg. Winnipeg. Everybody liked Winnipeg yesterday against the Devils. How'd that work out for everybody? So they're in a back-to-back. Rangers first period plus 152. I don't mind. That's not terrible. I could get you with you. The Delaware State line. This was a pick 'em. I mean, you have a pair of 5-win teams. One team's 5-20. One's 5-21. Carolina State is what? 1-18 on the road. And a team is 5-20 and Delaware State. They are 3-6 at home. Did I read that correctly? They played 9 home games out of 25. I can't bet that game. 2 5-win teams. 2 5-win teams. We're gonna jump in the pool with that one.
Stop it. Get some help.
Come on, T-Money. Come on. Penguins 134 when I played it. That's up to 155, so you got a good number there, Justin. I know the boy does this weekend. What? The rodeo? What are you talking about, Brandon? Mark's in the house. Good afternoon today. Thanks for popping in, Mark. And I think you're a newer listener because I remember the little cab in the Avi. So welcome, and I appreciate you tuning in. T-Money, with the soccer income, let me know. You know I love my soccer. Was betting women's soccer 1 a.m. cash it plus way tickets. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not a soccer. I was just Brazil and Colombia. I assume are more soccer leaning sports betting places. I don't know. I was just kind of making a joke that I have 3 listeners down there. John Brown's in the house. Here we go. Braves, baby. Oh. Now, I'm not going to remember this in October with your easy money future winner, John. But you got to really throw out easy money with the Braves. Braves plus 135. I'm already loaded up for my East totals. The East is a little tricky for me because the Braves 135, I mean, there's really not a lot of take back for me to grab them there. Although I did grab a Strider Cy Young 11-1. Just put $150 on it. And I don't hate them to win the division. I don't. I think the Mets, Tim's not here today, so we're not going to really kick on the Mets, but you got 2 40-year-old pitchers leading the way. And the Phillies, they're still a little dangerous club. I know no Bryce Harper. And I don't want to jump into baseball, but John's got me going here. No Bryce, but they bring in Trey Turner, who is I'm gonna say it's an equal replacement. I mean, you're getting a good player, you're getting an all-star Hall of Fame trajectory type guy. Yeah, we'll talk more baseball tonight. Talking baseball. I love that Simpsons. That's a funny one. Anthony Pandit Sports. Sports cards. Yeah, sports cards. Jumbo box. A 4-pack. 4-pack of jumbos. Freshly arrived. Ducks, Panthers under the 7. Now it's up -110. I say go for it. Did you have a good weekend? It was an okay weekend. I would have liked it better if I won every single college basketball game. I wasn't happy. Although it was a nice weekend. My daughter had a sleepover at a friend's house, so when she's happy and smiling, that's always good. I had a nice breakfast my wife made 2 days in a row, so I'm happy about that. I can't complain about the weekend. Markel, Moneyline Markel's in the house. Welcome. Picks from Dave. Louisville, yes. TCU, sure. Okie State, yes. Riverside over Poly. This would be an underplay for me. All line moves from last night, so no CLV. Yeah, the Duke line was 19. Now it's, I think, 18 for Louisville. TCU was a 1. Now it's a 2. I get it. Oklahoma. What'd the Oklahoma line go to? That was a 5. And Riverside was a 6.5 to a 7. So I do not know what the new lines are right now. Mark says Hawaii under against Bakersfield. 1-2. I could go under to 123 with you. Sure. Trevor says bet it on Tyson. I can't. You know what? I think let it ride on Tyson. Easy money over Buster Douglas today. What's the name of your podcast? It's called the Midday Money Show, Brandon. Midday Money. Best bet, Steve Money. Morgan says 8-1 at home, but Howard on fire, so Howard may be a trap game. Again, it was 3.5 last night. It was 6.5 this morning when I looked. Crazy. It's almost radio time. Yeah. You like listening to baseball on the radio, Brandon? Today's a great Delaware State money line and the under. Game would have to hit 146.5 if it didn't go to the T first time. Again, that game to me, I can't bet on 2 5-win teams. No thanks. I do like Louisville plus the points, yeah. Did not bet it though, but I should have grabbed the 19 last night. Duke shouldn't be favored by 20. I mean, that 20, I said this yesterday. I say it on Saturday. I said, whatever. I see big double digit faves in conference play. I'm going to lean to the dogs. I mean, I don't bet all these. I tell you the ones I bet. They're in the chat, or I say I bet it. Who won the All Star game? Who even knows? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Michael, Georgetown outright. Yes. Mitchell. Yeah. 40 points for Mitchell. I saw. I had to look at the box score this morning because I'm like, I don't understand NBA anymore. Yeah, Tatum. Yeah, Georgetown outright. That we said it. That line was 5. Why not just do an outright win there? Tate the Great. Team Giannis won. Wouldn't call it a game more like a shoot around dunk contest. Yeah, I can't do the NBA. I played Florida Panthers over 7 for a unit. Just with the over now 1 to 7 to me looks. I mean, that's crazy. 7. And they're laying 440. Did you say Norfolk Coppin over 154.5? Yes, over the total Norfolk Coppin. Justin, I'm a lifetime Braves fan. I'm not betting the Braves for division. It's, at a 135, it's a pass for me. Honestly, if I'm looking at I'm going to talk about these tonight. Like, I didn't pick any. So the Braves were 135. The Mets are 140. Phillies are 330, and the Marlins are 40 to 1. I can't. I mean, the Nationals. To me, it's not. Maybe you find something better in season with one of these teams. Maybe the Mets start bad or the Braves start bad like they did the other time, or Phillies, and you could find a little better than plus 130, 140 if you want to bet one of those. I mean, I'm going to talk about what I bet later on tonight on the show. I've got a handful of Cy Young and division stuff in already. Some MVP talk. Michael, only college game I have is Oklahoma State. No way I'm fading Kansas. I tried that multiple short lines. Yeah, Kansas. I've done it. I've lost. Let Her Ride is not here yet. What? Let It Ride, the movie with Richard Dreyfuss? Michael, thoughts on Fullerton and Santa Barbara? I want to lean Fullerton here and 6, but to me, it's maybe an under if I had to bet it. This is your neck of the woods in North Cali here. What are your thoughts on this game? I mean, I like the Titans. I'm a Fullerton backer. Eric Higgs, TCU with the points. Kansas burned me so much. Why not go again? That's what Mike just said with Kansas. I mean, I'm going to pull up their schedule. I could probably just run off the times I've had them or faded them recently. I had them over Baylor. I faded them in Oklahoma State. They were a 1-point fave. I had them again in Oklahoma. They lost there. The Texas game, I don't know if I played that game. Iowa State, I had them. I had Iowa State there, so that was a win. Kansas State game. I think we took them in Kansas State because that line was high. Kentucky. I mean, Baylor again at a 2. Whatever. I'm TCU. I'm in on the TCU. Best bet, see money. I got the Flyers 1.5 at minus 128. I can't beat it. No, I mean, it's not terrible. Minus 125. I understand. Taking a goal and a half, but these. Where's that Flyer game? I mean, what are they on the road? 11-11 on the road. 2-5-3. I just don't like doing the. I mean, 128 is not bad. Francisco, I bet $5 Jason Tatum plus 1,100 All-Star Game MVP. And the over, but you lost at betting some overseas basketball. Oh my goodness. What am I doing overseas basketball? Brandon had a good weekend. I was watching my cousin racing yesterday. Excellent. Glad you had a good weekend, Brandon. David, good afternoon to you. I like Duke at TCU and Boston Bruins game today. All right, so Duke, Louisville's bad, I understand. I just had to take 18, 19 points, whatever. It's a no play. I didn't play it. TCU already bet. Yes. Bruins, Dave, you're doing so good. And then you come in with a minus 385 Boston. And this, let me tell you, it's 385 now. This was 330 an hour ago. Yikes. Buster Douglas can't make the fight. He has a hematoma. I remember watching that fight on HBO, Trevor. Talk about baseball. Michael says Giants to win the World Series. It is a lot guarantee. Marty McFly came over in his DeLorean. Cannot miss. No, I mean the Giants. I think they. I like Arizona over him, so I think San Fran's a fourth place team. Trevor, if he beats Bruce Lee, Rambo's next. He's not beating Rambo. Patent Sports, give me the Marlins 41. Screw him. It's worth it. I like the pitching. Can they hit the balls? The problem, though. It's Kia, Illinois 14.5. They're off, right? They're off a loss, and you're playing a mini team that's off a rare win. Right? No, Minnesota lost, but did they cover that game? Oh, they covered. That's why I thought they were in it. That was a loser. No, Illinois off the Indiana tough loss. This is kind of like, to me, I would think it's more of like the Purdue Ohio State kind of get right game. Illinois lost 2 in a row on the road. Now they're home. You got a team that's lost 9 straight, 1 win on the road. They beat them by 18 last time. Sure, I'll lay it with Illinois. I mean, I don't like doing that. I just mentioned the Duke game I don't want to lay, but Minnesota's bad and Illinois, it's a spot for them to get right. I don't recommend laying it, but I would agree that they should cover. Yes. Brandon, did you watch the All-Star game? Absolutely no. Richie P's in the house. Welcome, Richie. How about a little Louisville money line? I threw $10. I mean, I don't mind taking the 18 money line. I don't know about that, but stranger things have happened. Time to have a good weekend. It's always time to have a good day. It doesn't have to be the weekend to have a good day. Big X is in the house. My Jersey brethren, how are you? My cousin got 7th. I was happy. Good for. All right, nice job racing there. Pulling in 7th. Good job. Congratulations to him. So, there's the Nationals. I'm not picking the Nationals. I just had the odds up to talk about them tonight on the Late Show. Late Night Money's back, baby. Tonight, AL, NL East talk for all you baseball enthusiasts. And let's be honest, we have how many games we got on the board for tomorrow college basketball? I already got my games here. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. We got about 25 games tomorrow on the board. So we'll probably touch on some college hoops as well in Late Night Monday tonight if you're there. And if you're not, you could listen anytime on the Believe stream. Michael, Duke Open minus 4,000, second down 3,500. Everyone's got him in a money line parlay. You know that. Can't miss. Easy. Oh, let's go. Let's take Duke minus 20, Illinois minus 15. Who else is a big favorite today? Norfolk's 14, Prairie View 11, Cal Davis 9. Let's go. Load them all up. Load up all those double digits, guys. Get them in there. Irvine on the road laying double digits. It's so easy. Follow me for more winning tips. All you do is take every big fave and put a money line in a parlay. You can't go wrong. This is how I make $1 million a year, placing tiny little ads in newspapers across the country. Maurice, good afternoon. How do you feel about CSU plus 6 Hawaii? How do I feel about a little Bakers? I don't know. I would lean under in the Bakersfield Hawaii game. Give me the under. It was 123. I don't know what it is now. What time is the white money? I'll join in. Well, late money is tonight at 11 p.m. Central Time. 11 p.m. Houston time tonight. White money. Well, let's try to get that green money here. I know Oklahoma State, TCU, and Pine Bluff plus the 7. No hockey. Again, I ran down some of these lines. Way too steep for me. NBA, nothing playing, thank goodness. And Major League Baseball, well, we will have some spring training soon enough. And last year, listen, 211, 209, not too bad, plus 32 honey. And that's a nice little year. Michael, tomorrow's baseball schedule is amazing. You would think on a holiday we'd throw in a few more in today's cards. Nah, they're set because you can't really flip that, Mike, because then to have a loaded Monday, they'd have to switch up on a Saturday beforehand. So you're always going to get the same. They can't. This isn't hockey and NBA where they dilly dally around and put stuff on certain days. It's basketball. They need their Saturday college hoops is loaded, so Monday is going to be what it is, even holiday or not. But yeah, it's got some nice matchups. So there's that. Again, this is like I kind of like a nice little lull week like this though, with some baseball props coming up, and just to kind of rest up a little bit because it'll be a whirlwind in another week with tournaments. I know people don't love the smaller tournaments, but um, uh, Virginia Tech tomorrow against Miami. Let's see what we got here. Virginia Tech, Miami tomorrow. Where is this game? It's in Virginia Tech. Miami will probably be what, 1-point fave on the road, something like that. I'll probably lean a little Virginia Tech there at home. We have another one, Tennessee on the road, probably be a 2-point fave on the road, I'm guessing. I won't be shocked there. I mean, I'm going to have to take A&M just on principle in that game as well. I mean, all these games. Villanova at Xavier. You're going to have Xavier's going to be what, an 8-point fave there. I might be a little high. I might have to. I'll probably stay away from the Xavier Villanova matchup there. Missouri, Mississippi State. I think people might want to rock into that one because Missouri. You see a nice, impressive record there. I'll probably Mississippi State again. This is kind of like the Iowa Northwestern, where they see a better record with Mizzou, but in this case, Mississippi State I think is the better team. I don't know. We'll do that tonight. We'll do it tonight. What do you think about the Astros and the Mets? I think the Astros are going to the World Series. I think they're the best team in the American League. Seattle, I do like Seattle a lot though, and I'm believe it or not, I'm going to say the Indians. They're always the Indians or Cleveland Guardians, whatever. I love their pitching staff. They just need some bats. Maurice, TCU, Kansas under 151. It's gone up. I'm going to say over here. This was 149, so it's gone up 2.5 points from last night. Brandon, spring training. I don't really worry about spring training. It's just kind of like get your arms in action. Pitchers loosen up a little bit. DeGrade had to jump out. He's back in Illinois minus the buttload of points. I'm going to say yes to Illinois. I mean, I don't like laying big numbers like this, but much like the Temple game, Mini is bad. Mini's a bad team. I'm on Apple Music. Yes, I am. Apple iTunes. Go look for it. Midday Money, Brandon. Go ahead. Subscribe. Be part of the Win the Free Pick family. The Midday Money Show. Fullerton. I like Fullerton. I mentioned it just before here against Santa Barbara. I'm a Titan kind of backer. So, yes. Keith, howdy, partner. How are you today? Raiders. What are you doing over there? Who's your quarterback? See the Raider headrest. I like TCU minus the 2. Troy, Dallas, Kennedy, yes. Cal Poly. I'm not hating Poly as a home dog, but I prefer the under there. And West Virginia, I like Oklahoma State. I got Oklahoma State in the chat, Troy. Oklahoma State is up in the chat. Oklahoma State, there it is. Oklahoma State, TCU, and Pine Bluff. What we're rolling with on the video. Although the video picks have not been good lately. So. Freehold in the house. Here we go. He's going to hit Monmouth Park. Get some picks in. There you go. Nothing wrong with hanging out on Route 35, 36 over there in Freehold. I'm not a big fan of their mall over there, Keith. Brandon's in the house. What time is your podcast? The podcast is loaded up after I do the show. So it's not live like I do the live show here. It's live on YouTube all the time. It loads in. It takes a couple minutes to load up. So, but I put it in there every day. It's up and loaded. You go back and listen whenever your little heart desires. Good morning. Happy Monday, 3-time. We're trying. Happy Monday. It's Monday. It's just another day. Another day back at it, doing our thing. Bridgewater's in the house. Here we go. Now, the Bridgewater Mall, definitely better than the Freehold Mall down there, Keith. Troy's got you beat, Bridgewater. Fancy out there, Bridgewater. Got fancy guy out on 22 in Raritan Valley. All right. Oklahoma State, TCU, Pine Bluff is what I like here. Again, tonight we'll be talking some baseball stuff. I got to bring it in. Late night money, that's what we did. It was baseball, conference tournaments. And as I mentioned, we got 3 tournaments starting up next Monday and Tuesday. Cal Davis, Alabama A&M money line. He wants to do some Davis money line. Oh, really? You think Aggies 8.5? How could you do money line right there? 3-time. You've been in here enough with me. I don't like laying like a 140 in baseball sometimes, right? I mean, 150 maybe my tops. Maybe. And then you're going to come in here and ask me to lay a 430, 440. I see 455s out here on that. Come on. And Alabama A&M. What is the Alabama A&M money line? Please tell me our dog today. Where's Alabama? Why can't I find Alabama A&M? Oh, here they are. No, wait. Here's another 450. 2 450 money lines, place. How am I going to say? I'm not going to say yes to that. Are you putting that in a parlay at least? So when you go 1-1 and you lose one of these outright, at least you're not burying yourself for 4 games. You go 0-2 here, you got to go 9-0 to make that back. And if you're betting $4 favorites, you're going to have to go, because you're not going 9-0 in them. Please take that in a parlay. Please. My chest hurts right now. Any thoughts on Kansas? Yeah, we got a thought on Kansas. It is, hello, let's take TCU. I took TCU money line last night. I got 125. It was 130 this morning. We are printing 10 plants inside of the house. You got plants going on? I haven't started my little garden yet. I'm waiting for the irrigation people to come fix my irrigation before I set up my greenhouse. Want to add them to the double digits? Oh my goodness, no. And so if you want to add them to the double digits, fine. You can't money line them at $4, $4.50. You got to win 5 games to get even. That's because if you're taking 450 fades, I know you're not going to take any kind of $1.40 dog. So I mean, you got to win 5 games to get even. No. Houston Rodeo's already set up. I have to take a ride down there to NRG. Add to a 10-game parlay. Oh, my goodness. You're adding 8 other games to those. All right. I mean, if he's taking those big faves, he's got to be taking Duke on the money line. Who else is big fave? Illinois money line, Irvine money line. I'm still learning. I mean, you take a big fave like that. Yeah, they should win. I say it all the time. Oh, they're favored by 15. Yeah, the team should win. They're 15-point faves. You take them on the money line. You're laying on a 9-point fave. You're laying 450. If it loses, you got to win 5 games to get up. And if you think a 450 fave is easy money, you're going to think a 250 fave is easy money, and taking a 120 dog is bad. So you're definitely 5-0. Stop going 5-0 when you're especially laying huge faves. Best bets. Reddit is full of folks doing 8-10 team parlays minus 8 and 2,000 faves, even when they hit shake my head. I mean, I see those kind of things come up like, oh, look, come to my Discord. I see people they have tons of followers. All right. I mean, I do things my way. I make money my way. I'm not, and I say this, T-Money, you've heard me say this, other people, newer people here. I don't do parlays. That's not what I do. I'm not a parlay. I'm not doing teasers. I'm not taking huge faves. I'll leave it out there. I can make money. I've been making money for 30 years doing betting my way. That's something I do. I don't get it. And especially for a guy who's had a show and been on sites and doing videos and stuff like this for 13 years now, basically since 2010, the whole video aspect. And I had a Blog Talk Radio was a show I did back in 2010. So basically 13 years videos and podcasts. And I've never said, let's take 280 faves. I can't. You see me in here. I put out, All right, we're going to put out a minus 110. All right, if it loses, it's not hurting us. I can't. It's just not my blood. I can't do it. David, I'm liking the under. Rangers, Winnipeg under the 6. Let's pull up some ice cold cash money here. You want to go under? I'm not hating it. Winnipeg in a back to back. Everybody loved Winnipeg yesterday too here, Dave. So sure. How about a little Ranger puck line maybe? Anthony Pounded Sports, Polly outright tonight, plus the 10. I definitely like the under. MLB is on my way. Yes, sports media it is. I can't wait. Big money with baseball. Yes. Absolutely. Here, you see my baseball record. 211 and 209. On the sites, 529 and 511 plus 38.95, 522 and 533. Again, same games, different record because of totals going from pushes to wins. I mean, we're talking a dime player, you'd be up $40,000. Even in the chat, you'd be up 30 grand. Now, nobody's got dimes. Let's be honest. People probably pay 25, 10, 2,500 bucks. You don't go 211 and 209 and get up $3,200 by laying huge faves. This does not happen. He's waving. I got you. Sports media. I got to come down to the chat. I know it's a little bit behind. It took me a minute to get to you. I'm sorry. I feel see the attraction of radio. I mean, people riding cows, horses, and sheep. I don't understand. All wearing tight pants, uncomfortable shoes. Why? I don't understand either. Listen, get the cow, and then if they grill it afterwards, it would be fun. That'd be good if it was like a live grilling of the cow, so everybody gets some fresh meat. To Moose, just got here. Do you like the Rangers line, or is it too high? The line is definitely too high at 185. But we're in a back-to-back spot, so a puck line play, got to be a puck line. Puck line it up. White Sox will do good with a new pitcher. Who's their new pitcher? The Sox last year were 81 and 81, and everything went wrong. They got a good team. They're just never healthy. They're never healthy. I like Cease. Cease is a beast. Giolito's got to bounce back. I had Kopech Cy Young tickets. How'd that work out for me? James S. is in the chat. Welcome. Keys, what do you say, my guy? Good to see you. David Higgs, Futures Baseball. Yeah, I'm going to do some futures tonight on the late show tonight, Dave. So if you want to come back for late night money, 12 a.m. Eastern, or you could just re-listen on any of the on podcast form. Go give Midday Money a follow. But I'll be doing AL East and NL East tonight, and then tomorrow will be the Central West. We'll sprinkle in some Cy Young talk, some MLB futures, stuff like that. And I'll do win totals will probably be on Thursday with the win totals. Thursday will be win totals. I'll do them separate. I'm just going to do some division stuff here. Just because I got to kind of break it up. Corey Jones, check it in. I like Louisville. Take it. You're getting 19 points. Sports media. Freddie Freeman get a contract. Do you think Freddie Freeman gets a contract with the Braves? I don't know. Did he somehow get released by the Dodgers? T-Money, do you think there's any value betting round robins versus parlays? I've done some round robins in my life. It's fun. It's like a little 3-team par. I get it. You go 2-1. At least you're not getting, losing everything there. But again, I'm a straight. You go straight. You go 2-1. You make money either way. You go 1-2, and again, we're talking dogs. You're not even getting crushed going 1-2, as opposed to losing your whole nut in these parlays. Again, I'm a dog guy, and I'm not saying that I haven't done. I'll put the dogs at parlays. I like 3 dogs on a day, like all my 140 dogs, 120. I'll do a 3-teamer for like $100 just for poops and giggles. I've done it. Like I see what my balance is. I'll put an extra 33.27, 78.42, whatever. I'll do some crazy nonsense. And you know what? That crazy nonsense adds up after a month. I say add up all those little things you do. Like, that's no big deal. See what it is at the end of the month. I know what it is for me. And on my betting, it comes up to a couple $100 sometimes. Like, what a waste. That's a waste of money. What else we got here today? It could be a short show. I don't mind. Where's Richie P? Richie P still here? Richie P, give me an answer. Did you see the cards, Richie? Were you happy with the new tops that came out? See, I don't know how far the delay is on the video to me here in the thing. So sometimes I don't see comments. I'm like, you know what? We'll wrap it up tonight. And then I get a comment. Lock it in, everyone. I think the Sun is going to finals against Boston. Durant and Booker are good. Plus 480 odds now on the Suns. I think everybody's going to bet the Suns. I'm a Nugget backer there, sports media. David, any thoughts on the Rangers this year? They're just in a tough division. Do I like bringing DeGrom in? They brought a nice little pitching staff, and I like their staff. They got a bunch of guys. They got some bats. I like another bat. I mean, I know they got Simeon and Seager. I think they need something else in there to get going. They need another stud bat. But you got the Astros and Seattle ahead of you, and you got an Angel team with Rendon, Trout, and Ohtani are three of the highest paid guys in baseball. Are they going to stay healthy? That team's never healthy offensively. Guys always break down, and the pitching staff's in shambles. Although I did see, did I write down Reed Detmers for a Cy Young here? Yes, $50, 150 to 1. I put 50 on it to win 7,500. What kind of cards do you get? So these are just the newer ones, Mike. I didn't crack them. I got a jumbo, the jumbo box here, the new 2023s. Got four boxes, whatever, half a case or whatever. Estevan's looking for some college basketball picks. There you go. Oklahoma State, TCU, and Arkansas. Pine Bluff, Oklahoma State plus 5, TCU money line, and Pine Bluff plus a touchdown today. Estevan. Michael, I think the Suns will get bounced second round. Will they all stay healthy? Where's their bench? Exactly. Time to joke. Bunch of guys who don't play together. Why does everyone bet on Kansas to win college basketball? Why? Because Kansas is really good. But not me. I'm not betting Kansas today. I'm betting TCU Horned Frogs to get it done here tonight. BBL. What is this? Help me out here. Is that big ball? Or are we doing LaMelo Ball? Big baller basketball? All right. Tonight's show, again, late night money. We'll be doing AL East and NL East. We'll talk some Cy Young talk with them. I'm just an overall my Cy Young and MVP guys that I've got in over the weekend. I'll probably hit some win totals. I'd rather just do one show of just win totals. And maybe I should have started off with win totals, although I've been saying for 2 days I'm going to start with the divisions. So I'll probably hit on those anyway, but we'll get to them. Everything's good with you from college basketball. Yeah, it is. Hey, I don't know. It's college football. It was a good season, I guess. We had a nice, good season in the chat. Was what it was. We move on. Rob Franklin's in the house. Is BBL like a BLT because it sounds good? Yeah, no, BLT. I could use some bacon right now. Maybe I'll cook some bacon today after the show. Tamu says, I heard Mets fan. I see DeGrom's already having some small issues. That's the thing with DeGrom. You knew he was going to have stuff. And this is, if you're a Met fan, you didn't want to pay that guy $40 million. I wouldn't want to pay him $40 million. Let him go. The guy's 35. And now he's in Texas. He's getting paid. And that staff, you look at him like, Martin Perez, the guy had a good year. Gray had a good year over there. I mean, these guys, I like Dane Dunning. That guy was supposed to be a hot prospect. He was like a top guy in organizations. He was a big trade chip. At least they're going for it. How is coming out the Nets? I think the Nets aren't going to be that bad, believe it or not, in the playoffs. They got a lot of depth. Skins have a letdown tonight. Yes, we got TCU already here. True Allah. We got TCU. My mom and I went through as cuckoos 35 Saturday. You guys are cuckoos? What is this? I have no idea what this is, Brandon. No clue. Watching the Food Network, this dude made a pot roast sandwich. I'm not a big pot roast guy. Especially, I hope one day we get better odds because I hate it. Going to be favorite on MLB is going to be every game. Well, here's the thing. If you're going to bet these kind of favorites, you're going to take the Dodgers minus 380 against Colorado. Hey, so be it. Those are games. Shouldn't be looking at the bet. Oh, yeah, the Dodgers should win that game 5-1 or something. Doesn't mean you got to bet it. Don't bet those games. How about a run line minus 130 instead? I can live with that. I'd do that. I'll do that 9 times out of 10. I'll say I'd rather take. I'm not 9, but usually 10 out of 10. I'm not going to lay that kind of number. Run line. Tamu, showing your show. Sean, you and your show are starting to grow on me. What time is that nighttime show you have? Yeah, it's late night. So midnight starts at midnight Eastern. I appreciate you watching. Listen, the show is different than other shows because it's an interactive show. And I don't have answers to all the games because some games, if I don't like, they didn't jump at me, I'm not going to have a real opinion on them. Especially college basketball when there's 500 teams. It's like I don't know every player and every, stuff like that. So it is what it is. I try to give you my thoughts and my opinions. And if I don't bet it, I don't want to talk you out of something if I don't have my money on it. Esteban. Cool. Thanks. Just need a 2-teamer. A honey pays 360. 2-teamer and 2-team parlay. I get it. 360. We'll take it. Brandon, me and my mom went to Ross Coco's for dinner. Okay. Ross Coco's. I've never heard of it. I'm going to have to look it up now, Brandon. Actually, the pen is coming out for Ross Coco's. Ross Coco. Sports media. I like to take over 5 with Colorado. Over 5. Colorado? Over 5. What is this? Is this for baseball? We're talking Colorado Rockies? TCU. We already got it, Rob. You're 45 minutes late. TCU was the second game we mentioned today. Oklahoma State to TCU. Howard, it's minus 6.5. This line was 3. It was 3.5 last night. Why is it 6.5 right now, Rob? I can't play that game. I can't. Total baseball for Colorado's. So you like team totals over Colorado 5? Whoever they play, take that team. Who's ever playing the Rockies, take over 5 runs. Cuco's is a Mexican restaurant. Okay, I'm going to look at that. I'm going to the maps right now. Ross Cuco's. Well, I type in Ross and Ross's Dress for Less comes up. Let me put up Cuco's Mexican restaurant. Here we go. Los Cucos. Oh, there's one right by me over here. Right here on 10. Brandon, which Cucos did you go to? All right, so Rockies opponent over 5 runs. Probably it's going to be 5.5. It'll never be a flat number like that. Just I have to watch a recap. I can't remember the last time I seen midnight, but definitely watch a baseball show. Time to bet futures. I got 5 units for 5 futures. Looking at Cubs in the win total. Yeah, I like the Cubs. We're on that 78.5 already. Should be on that Cubs to win the division as well, Justin. Michael, did you hear about the new rule change in baseball? Pitch clock, smaller bases. Yeah. The pitch clock, whatever. Smaller base, or it's bigger bases. Isn't there bigger bases now? And the shift, get rid of that shift. That's pathetic. Although on the same token, as bad as the shift was, if you're a pro hitter, how can't you just drive the ball to the other side of the field? As much as I'm going to kill NBA players for not hitting free throws and college players, if you're a baseball flavor, you should be able to slap it to the opposite side of, to the third base side of the bag when nobody's over there. Come on. Not right. I'm liking the Rangers today. I had to go with first period through as well. Yeah, Rangers for me, big number, puck line only. I get it, though. Winnipeg in a back-to-back. Sleeper, MLB. I mean, I don't know if they're really sleeper-esque teams here. There's teams I'm going to like to bet on. Um, Obviously, so American League, we're going to be. I mean, I'll run down each division. I'll give you a team, I guess, for each division and make it simple. So I'm going to want to look to bet Tampa Bay in the American League or for the East. My central team, as much as I love Cleveland, I think there'll be spots for the White Sox to be valued good because again, everything went bad for them last year. Terrible coach, injuries. They still were a 500 team. I really want to look at the Tigers. Their pitching staff, I liked them coming in last year. A bunch of young guys. Everybody was hurt, and now you have Torque and Riley, a couple of young guys. Maybe they kind of take a step forward. Same with Kansas City. Got some young guys. Kansas City team might be surprising as well. The AL West, I mean, there's no really sleeper out there. I guess the Angels, if they stay healthy. NL East, it's Miami. Miami's got a pitching staff that's as good as anybody's in baseball, I think. So that's a team you could look at. I like the Cubbies. Everybody's want to bet St. Louis. Give me the Cubs. And of course, Arizona in the West. We got Gallen and Kelly leading the charge out there, and they got a lot of good young players. Maybe they could take a step forward here. I don't know if they're going to catch San Diego or the Dodgers, but they're definitely a third place team. And man, who knows? It'd be nice to get three teams. If the East could get three teams in the playoffs, why can't the West? Why can't the West? Yeah, the Mariners, but I mean, how was that a sleeper team when they were as good as they were last year? This is a good team. I mean, I love the team. Come on. Gwen, Boggs, Molitor, Edgar, all guys from Signs would have killed that. Exactly. I mean, any kind of guy who's a pure hitter. I mean, we had a lot of back in, I mean, Tony Gwynn struck out 100 times in his career. I mean, how can't you? I don't even if you're a power hitter, how can't you just go the opposite way? I don't understand it. Yeah, the shift. I like Tigers pitch staff, but they have some bats. Yeah, that's the thing. They need the bats. They got the two rookies who are supposed to take a step forward. Miggy's 100. And then what do you got? Javi Baez on this team. Is he going to show up? This guy's 30. Yeah, definitely need bats. I like Duke over. Sports Media likes the Duke over. I don't hate the Duke over. You want to go over the total? I like it. I also like Louisville. I think we'll see some points. So yes, over 136. I mean, why isn't this a 140? I think this game should be higher. Give me the over. At least over 140. All right. Listen, it's Monday, which means on Total Wood on Morning Wood, it is Last Woody, day one of the contest. So you don't want to miss out on that. Comes up next year on the Picks and Parlay side of the channel, not on the Winner Free Picks page. DraftKings has 136. I like the over there. Michael, have a good one. Again, Oklahoma State, TCU, and Pine Bluff tonight. You bet early. I bet the night before. So, I mean, I bet my basketball at 6 o'clock the night before college basketball. So I'm all for getting early on a good line, Sports Media. Yeah, that's how I hit 65% in NFL. Bet early. Don't wait. You don't wait. We don't wait for some guy to get on TV to tell you what to do. The cat is out of the bag. Late night money tonight for some baseball talk, and we'll probably talk some college hoops as well if you want to pop in. Usually those shows are a little shorter because it's just me talking, not a lot of people in the chat until tournament time. That means Area Burns is coming up. What is this? What are we talking about here, Brandon? I was just seeing what Kukos restaurant you go to. Did you go to one over in Katy? Where'd you go? Big respect with the Bengals. Yeah, they had a nice season, Cincy. Nice show. Once I get my OSHA time certificate, I'll be a regular again. Get that certificate, baby. And just listen to the replay. Go give me a follow. That way I'll get some. Although I don't know. Does it show how many people follow me? I'd be really embarrassed if I go on. I saw like 6 followers and I'm like one of them. Bad. Bengals will be good next season. Do you think? You think they'll be good? You're really going out on a limb there, Sports Media, that Cincinnati's going to be good next year. They were in the Super Bowl last 2 years ago, and they were in the AFC Championship game this year. But yeah, they'll they'll be good. They'll be good. Picks parlay is coming up next. Yes, it is, Brandon. Yes, it is. Ali Burns will be on in a minute. That's why I'm getting out of here. Yes, yes, they will be good. The Bengals. All right, we're out of here. Late night Monday tonight if you're interested. Otherwise,